Hi, thank you for joining us for another episode of Coffee Time with Brenda and Friends.
And I'm Mary, and I'm happy to be back to talk about today's topic, which I think is really important. I think today's topic can be a little bit heavy, but I think it's really important to talk about, especially at the beginning of the year. People are making choices all the time. They're trying to think about, the last year and how can I make this year better. And I think what we're going to do today is offer a way that they can make this year better. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I know a lot of my free calls, I talk about things. And if you've listened to me over the years, what I talk about changes. And it's because of the downloads I get, and it's what's relevant at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So when I bring messages through, I need to really allow them to sit with me. I have to understand them 100%. And I have to change the message in a way that's very, very loving and soft so the general public can listen.
Mm-hmm.
Because the last thing I want to do is give a message that's scary, because that is totally not the intent, right?
Right.
The intent is to let go of fear. Fill yourself with love. Be that magnificent being. Have fun and joyous, even though things feel so uncertain at these times.
Yes. So before we move on, you've used a word now, and I don't know if you guys went, what the heck is that? But I'm going to ask the question, download. So when we think of a download, we think of computers, downloading information. Who are you getting a download from? Like, where is that coming from?
I get a download from infinite intelligence. They're beings of light. I don't have a particular name for them as of time. They always tell me I will get the name of who's downloading when I'm ready. I always say, what am I waiting for? But they are loving beings. And the information I get are blocks of information. And the information can come from technology to ways of thinking to healing and then it processes through my subconscious. And as I start to really understand what was given to me, I then have a few channels and other things I listen to. They're talking about the same thing. So I realize we're all channeling the same information. So I've learned to trust it. It's coming from a profound, loving place. Mm-hmm. So I know it's valid information, but before I speak about it, I need to understand it.
Yeah, so, and you know what? We might need to do a video on just that topic alone, because I think I sidetracked us. Because today we're talking about making better choices for ourselves going forward, and especially in this new year, where you've talked a lot about a new energy.
Yeah, so we had a really big switch of energy. So they've had many milestones where Earth's trajectory has changed for the positive. So we're here. Mm-hmm. We're going through this thing called the ascension process, whether you know about it or don't know about it, understand it or don't understand. Humanity's going. We have made the decision in the collective field, in the etheric field, we're going through the ascension process. Now, there is an individual named Brenda. There's an individual named Mary. You have free will. So you have to make the choice for yourself whether you're going. I have to make the choice for myself. So just so you know, for the record, I am going with the ascension process. I'm going back to unity. I say yes to the light. And I talk to these beings of light every day and say, hey, it's tough here sometimes because we see the duality of Earth. Right? So we're living in a 3D reality where we have many different conscious experiences. The lack, the fear, the abuse, the sadness. But then we have on the other side, the love, the compassion, the joy. So we know what's good and we know what's bad. So when I say it's the time of choice, what I'm getting is every individual on Earth needs to make a choice. What do they want? Do they want to stay in a reality or on a planet that is in duality with the abuse that's taking on, the wars that are taking on, the ugly things that we don't like, and then you have the good stuff, and there's this duality of good and bad, or are you bored of it? We've done it for thousands of years. Yeah. Are you ready to go back to a world, more like a 5D world, where experiences are less because we don't have experiences of lack, abuse, manipulation, power. Mm-hmm. We have different things where we can create easier, manifest beautiful things, have beautiful experiences, and have a contrast between love and more love.
Yeah. So I guess everybody would say, I choose the light. Like, I would rather live in a place that's full of love and happiness and joy than the dark stuff.
Okay, yes, you and me and Mary say yes.
Yes, we say yes, but then what does that mean on a day-to-day basis? Like
people watching this would say yes, but
Yeah.
there are others out there that would say no. That would be boring. I like being in control. I like the manipulation. I like the control I have over people. So don't assume everyone on planet Earth is choosing light, because that is not what's happening. Every soul is at its own journey. Eventually, every soul will return back to the one, back to unity. But for those, and we all know some dark people in our lives that probably wouldn't choose the light.
Well, I don't know if they know that there's a choice to be made there. I think some people just live their life and they live it the way they've always lived it, and they don't know that they can choose a different thing. And so I guess in that way, coming to somebody like you for help, to help them get out of some of that darkness, or to purge some of that darkness so that they can make better choices, is that kind of a roadmap for somebody?
Yeah, it's like having that awakening to say, who am I? Why am I here?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things happening on planet Earth to wake up humanity. So we're more awake than ever before. There are people waking up every day, and when someone wakes up, their light's emanating. So we're having more light on Earth. This light is propelling us forward into the ascension process. Not everyone's going to be on board with that. But if you are feeling that love in your heart, but you have questions like, what does this mean? I don't want to lose my house. I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to be this, because some people will say, well, as Brenda, your life has become boring. You live on a farm. Actually, my life is the most beautiful it's ever been, the most peaceful it's ever been. But if you're someone who is stuck in negativity and chaos, if you come to the other side of it where you're feeling peace and quiet and connection, that might be that draw to that separation might pull you back, because you want the drama. Who will I be if I don't have these negative thoughts? Who will I be if I don't have this worry or anxiety or sickness? Right? So it's going back to you, who you truly are. You're a truly magnificent being. Our trueness doesn't get sick. It doesn't age, like we get age like slower, things like that. There's a phenomenal, like almost unbelievable power within each and every one of us. And we're taught, because we bought into separation, we bought into this 3D world, so it's hard to break out of it. So you want to do it gradually, but you want to start asking those questions. What do I want? Do I want, like, look on the news, do we want these wars? Aren't we bored of them? It doesn't even make any sense. Like, why are we fighting? Humanity is all one. We're all one beautiful, connected consciousness. So whether it's your color, your religion, your thought process, whatever, we're all one. So how can there be a separation? I've never understood separation, to be quite honest. I was born knowing we're all one. So I'm just trying to open people's eyes to say, do you choose unity? Do you choose that compassion, love, peace? Then say it. I can give you powerful affirmations. There's books to read. There's meditations you can do. Affirmations, simple one. I choose the ascension process. I surrender. Show me the way. I say yes to the light. I say yes to God. I say yes to the unity between humanity. So those are the things. And if someone is too scared because they're scared of losing what they have, well, that's being in separation because you don't trust. We need to have faith, believe, and know that when you start this path, everything is available to you. Because there's no real such thing as lack. We're going back to our birthright, where everyone should have love, peace, health, wealth, abundance, joy, laughter, all that high vibration stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to let go of the other stuff. I paid my dues. And I say yes. And she says yes. What do you say?
Did you see all that passion when she was talking? I was like stunned for a minute. Like, what a beautiful world it would be if we all chose that good stuff. And I think the concept of it being a choice, and if you are stuck in darkness and don't know how to get away from that, like, here's one way. Like, there are other people that are doing this kind of work as well, but that you don't have to choose the dark. You don't have to choose the chaos. You don't have to choose all that stress in your life. There is a different way. And I think that's what I'm getting from you, that you can choose something else.
Yeah, and there's many different ways to get to the same place. So that's why it doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter your belief systems. I'm not telling you to change your belief systems. Just go within, because that's your connection to who you truly are. So that's why it's all encompassing. There's many different ways to get to. We have many different prophets out there, many different beautiful scriptures, many meditations, many people doing this type of work.
Yeah.
Go with what resonates to you. It doesn't have to be me, but that place, that spark inside.
Well, just the fact to know that we have a lot to learn. I think when we walk around thinking that we know it all, I think you'll be shocked when you meet somebody like Brenda or some of the other amazing healers in the world. There is a lot to learn. Good luck on your journey. Call us if you need some help. Brenda at sobrilliant.ca. All the best to you.
Yeah, wishing you well, and you know what, just
wishing you good choices.
Yeah, and just know you're so much more magnificent than we're ever led to believe. And once you find that spark goes, and you just get all excited. All right, everyone, be well and have a really, 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 really great year.
See you soon.